Then you can say good afternoon viewers. Okay, in this video I will show you how to import data from a spreadsheet into Microsoft Access. So to begin with, we need to first create our database. So I think I already have a folder here, and this is my folder. So I'm going to create a database here, a blank database, and I named that database as Goro Secondary School. So this one becomes my database. Now I can now open this database by double clicking. When you double click, the database will open. So it is a good practice we enable the contents. So this one is still a blank database. There is no any table here. There is no queries. There is no form. This one is still a blank database. But I've already prepared some data here in a spreadsheet file called fees. Let me open the file. So these are the fee information of student here. So I'm going to import this data into my newly created database. So I will have to close this. Then I go back to my database. This is my database. Now, in order for you to import that spreadsheet file into your database, you're going to click on external data. Then from there you navigate to import and link, where you select the new data source. Our new data source is from Excel, so you navigate to Excel. Then you will get this dialog box popping up, so you can browse this. At this point you browse. To browse is to locate where is that Excel file. So I click on this browse. Then I have that file stored on my desktop. There is a folder called on my desktop here. There is a folder called Okelo. So this is the fees. So I will double click to open. So I'm done with browsing the file. The next step is to proceed. So I want Access to create for me my table. So I will go with this first option, where they said import the source data into a new table in the current database. So I will say OK. After this, I will get this. Let me zoom this one so that you can see it properly. Yes, I think this one is okay. So now, like for my case, the first row contains the columns headings. So we have these headings. The first column there is school. There is a student identification number. Their name is there. You can confirm that the data that we typed in spreadsheet, all of them, they are appearing here. If that is the case, all our data are here. So we continue and say the next. Now from here, we can modify these table fields by, let us say, maybe in the amount. We come to amount, and we said this data types, we are going to record this one as currency. So the amount will be recorded as currency. Then maybe if we need to change another thing, we can change the data type from here. Then if everything is done, we can also come to dates here. Then we say these are dates with the time, which is correct. These are dates with the time. Then we proceed. Now, we can either allow Access to assign for us a primary key. When you allow the Access to assign for us primary key, they are going to provide another columns called ID, and the ID will have a data type called auto number, the number that will just be generated automatic. So in this case, we want to choose our own primary key. Looking at our table, we are taking student ID to be our primary key. We can select any of these columns. We can make this one primary key, but let us keep this one because it is unique throughout. Then we proceed to the next level there. We can now import this to table. We give this table a name and we call it student, and we can proceed to, you can either allow the analysis, but analysis will take some time. We don't want this analysis. We just finish. We finish. After finishing, we can save the steps, but let us not save, we just close. Now after closing, when we come to our database here, you realize that we already have a table called student. When you check this table, you realize that all our data, they are here. Remember, we changed the amount to bear the data types currency. That is why you can see some bit of changes here. Then our mode of payment remains, and the dates remains. Everything is there. So I think that is how we can import data from Excel. We can also import from other data sources like text. Okay, you follow the same procedures. Thank you. So can you clap for me? After this, then I go and said